Hi, my name is Ray Sharp, and today we're going to remove this toilet. It has some broken bolts on it. We're going to remove it and add a wax ring, replace the bolts. But today we're going to use a tool that I've never used before, and we'll talk more about that in just a second. But as you can see, pretty standard bowl. Just a couple of bolts that we need to replace in there, and replace that wax ring while we're at it. Alright, you can see what I have here is the Toiletmaster toilet jack. Purchased this through HD Supply catalog. And this will be the first time I've tried to use it, but as you can see, it's just a simple lifting mechanism, and it has a bottle jack that's attached to it as well. So we're going to give this a try and see how it goes. Alright, so if all goes as planned with the toilet jack, what we do is we take and actually place it just right up underneath. You notice it has a crossbar right here to support the front of the toilet. And what this is supposed to do is just give us a tilting action so that the water remaining in the bowl will actually go forward and not come out of the bowl. That's the ideal situation. That's what it's advertised to do, but we'll find out how well that works. Now we've got an adjustment knob here so that you can get the pump to the jack to jack upward, and just a simple little handlebar here to go in there and to this. So let's get to it. Alright, I got my handle on the bottle jack, and we're just going to start lifting this up. You know, notice it goes up pretty fast, and with all the rubber around the bars, you'll notice that it's going to help protect that porcelain nicely. And we're starting to get a little bit of lift off here, so we'll see what the end result is. Alright, as you can see, I have lifted this thing completely off of the floor. It has separated from the drain. And as a safety precaution, I also took the toilet tank lid off of the tank so that it wouldn't slide off and hit the floor and smash into a thousand little pieces. So as advertised, or what they have advertised with this Toiletmaster toilet jack, is that when you lift these things up, it did indeed tilt this water to the front to keep it from draining out. But one of the big points they really pushed on this is that you can just take this and roll it wherever you need to roll it to. And yep, sure enough, that's exactly what is going on here. So I'm actually going to take this, roll it out in the hallway so I can have a clear shot to work on things here. Alright, so how neat is that? I now have this out in the hallway and out of my way, and able to go back into the bathroom here and completely do some work on this this tile and the drain, and get some bolts in and do all the work I need to do without the back-breaking labor that you would have by lifting this manually. So in my opinion, so far the Toiletmaster jack is working wonderfully. We'll let you know more when it gets time to put this back in. Alright, as you can see, I've cleaned it up a little bit, put a new wax ring in, got a couple of bolts here. And what's neat is on the Toiletmaster toilet jack here, there's a couple of these little straws or tubes, whatever you want to call these. And they're actually meant to go right onto the bolts, and you put those there so that when you put the toilet back down on top of the wax ring, those tubes will guide you right down to top of the bolts. Okay, so I've lowered the toilet on top of the tubes just slightly, just to make sure that I have it lined up real good. And yeah, there's the other tube. Now the neat thing about it is that jack has a knob here that you can use to release the pressure on the jack, but it's a very sensitive, or in other words, you can just barely turn it and it will barely lower down. Whereas you know, a jack, like for a car, sometimes if you turn that knob a little too fast, it'll just suddenly go down real fast. So anyway, this one works a little bit better. So I'm just going to continue lowering this down over the tubes. I'm trying to make sure that I've got the toilet kind of lined up about as even as possible or straight as possible, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. Okay, so I've got the toilet lowered all the way to the floor, and I'm just going to move this Toiletmaster jack out of the way, and then remove these tubes. And ideally, the bolts will be there, and all we have to do at that point is just put the nuts right on top of the bolts. All right, let's take these off and see what we have. And yep, there's the bolt. And over here, ta-da! Okay, there's magically the bolt. So it looks like it's going to be right in line with where it needs to be. The seal is nice and pressed against the toilet now, and we get everything lined up. Took zero effort on my back, no strain on my back whatsoever, and this was fairly easy to do, and would highly recommend the Toiletmaster jack to everyone out there.